All right, all right, all right. Welcome back, welcome in. You found us once again. Shoot the Gap, the fantasy football focus show spanning the generation gap between the 20s, 30s, and 40s. I am your humble MC, Brian Hugo Baldwin, and it's my honor, my pleasure to introduce Connor, the Gut Marshall. How you doing, Connor?
I'm doing pretty good, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Good.
Yeah.
Looking good, brother. You're looking good.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, I dig the haircut. Looks nice. And since because he's back, whatever. Who knows? Who cares? But what's that smell? It's Ethan,
Ugh.
the Doc Marshall.
Terrible.
Yeah. How you doing, Ethan? No respect, brother. It's great to see
I'm
you.
good, man. I'm good, man. I'm enjoying a great AFC North battle going on Monday Night Football.
Connor, talk real quick. Where are you at on your game?
Right now, I am vying for an ESPN championship. I am ahead by 26 points. With a half to go, I have Lamar Jackson. My opponent has Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, dude. How you feeling? How you feeling right now?
Well, I feel confident. I feel like I made the right decision putting Lamar in over Kyler Murray. And
Yes.
I also feel confident going into next week because I could have McCaff back. So I'm really stoked about that.
Whoo! Talking about just in time, the cavalry,
like-
dude.
Yeah.
Like Lord of the Rings, dude. Whenever that ghost, when the ghosts come, the Ghost Kings come. That's McCaffrey coming over the hill. Dude. Yeah, bro, that's exciting, man. Good luck, dude. Good luck. Yeah, man. Ethan, you having the same amount of luck, dude? Right? Yeah, you doing good on your playoffs? Yeah.
No, because both of my starting running backs throughout the year got injured and no longer played. So I picked up two running backs who helped carry me to the playoffs. And both of them got injured and were not able to play this week. So I was on third string running backs.
Who'd you end up with?
Giovanni Bernard. And who was my other running back? I don't remember. I've tried to forget that I have that team. McKissick.
Ooh.
So yeah, that's the best. Like I went and looked and I'm like, there is literally no other running backs that would have scored me more points that were available. That was all that could be done.
God bless you, brother. It's fantasy football. You gotta love it, dude.
It's a cruel mistress.
Well, you look good too, man. You're looking good too. So, Connor, let me ask you my question real quick, my brother. So where can you find, man, shows, dude, like Andrew B's Vocal Sounds, the Business Knowledge Broker Show, the Soul Brothers Show, and What's on Your Mind with Aunt Boogie and Blame It on the Boogie, my brother?
The answer to that would be high volume music radio, my brother.
Is that the pride of Sunnyside?
It is. Click the link below, fool.
Oh, yeah. It's one of our supporters, our second supporter, man. Dude, you always do it such a good. Once you and Doc, dude, you and Doc work out for this one because you always deliver it so well.
All right,
Connor.
Doc, I'm going to alley-oop you on this. What
Okay.
app is the premier global sports community for people who are into things like football, cricket, and other sports like that?
Yes, I'm sure that they do chess. For all those people out there who do chess because of the Queen's Gambit,
Mm.
If you keep up on all of those things to find a community, I think we talked about it on the last episode. It's a place you can go to find good fantasy football leagues to join so you can find people who are actually going to take it seriously and participate. Sports Host Music app, great place, great community. Go there and make it better with your good self.
Awesome. You're on a roll, my brother. Why don't you go ahead and tell the people out there if they're entertained by three generational beefheads bantering about, what should they do, sir?
They
That's
should
you,
like
Ethan.
and
No, go, Connor, go. No, you're feeling it.
They should like and subscribe to the channel, and if you didn't think it was nice, dislike twice.
Woo! I like that. God, I swear to you, man, you're the Dolomite of the show. I mean, it's seriously, it's so smooth. So this is, okay, here we go, dude. This is the 41st show. All right, it's December 14th.
Alvin Kamara wears 41.
The spell year of our Lord. I was gonna ask you, Connor. I said you're gonna build enough, dude. You said you knew who 41 was. You locked and loaded. So it was Alvin Kamara the whole time.
Since I came a little early on that one, why don't I keep it going? Voldemort.
Thanks, man. Look at you, dude. Just throwing it out like Halloween candy. All right, man.
Only for you.
You're the man, my brother. Yeah. So we're going to be doing our Week 14 wrap up show, or what we call the Blast and the Blank show. So just to let everybody know, Connor, what's a blast, my brother?
That's when they do really good.
Yeah, and Ethan, what's a blank?
It's when they don't do really good.
Very easy, nice and easy. And we'll also be talking about the shooter ceasefire for Thursday, and now the first ever of the season Saturday games. So yeah, that's gonna be exciting to have two Saturday games. So we're gonna be talking about the shooter ceasefire on those. So of course, we always when we're in this rhythm, we always go to the Reaper meter. But you know what, man, we retired the Reaper meter, so would you guys agree? Don't fear the Reaper now.
Don't fear the Reaper.
Yeah. All right. And Ethan, since we don't have the soundboard, what's the Reaper meter sound like?
Come, come, come.
yeah. He's our soundboard guy.
He's a
Since he forgot
professional.
it. Yeah. So we're Connor and I are committed to try to find as many sound bites to make that man do. So here we go, dude. So
Lamar Jackson just ran in for a touchdown. I'm so glad he was on waivers. I can't believe someone
holy
dropped
mackerel!
him.
Really?
Yeah, I picked him up like a couple weeks ago. I was like, I feel like I should pick him up.
Awesome. That's great, dude. Congratulations, man. And while we're getting the happy feelings going, this would be a good time to talk about, the MASH unit. Yeah, look at you. I'll get it, dude. But you'll get it down. You'll get it down.
One of these days.
Yeah. Hey, dude. Always, brother. We always got to aspire.
It would help if you watched MASH.
It would if I saw a single episode of it. That would help me tremendously.
You're missing out, dude. Oh my god, I love MASH. Yeah, one of my favorite TV shows.
Would you say that you love it, Brian?
I love it.
Awesome.
I feel like I'm more on it now than I am normally when
when
it's here.
when you had the soundboard. Yeah. So yeah, I always like to present bad news in a very happy way. So, keep with the season. Merry early Christmas. So what I'll do is I'll just go and ask each one of the guys, I'll tell them Merry early Christmas to a certain owner, and they'll tell me exactly why. All right. And Connor, I'll start with you. Merry early Christmas to Mike Gesicki owners, but stay with me. I know what you're gonna say, but don't talk about Mike Gesicki. But why would I say Merry Christmas to his owners, at least at the beginning of the game?
Because of Devontae Parker.
Yeah, that's it. Devontae Parker hurt his leg, dude, and who knows what's gonna happen there.
And it is harder to come back from a leg than an arm.
Yes, especially for a wide receiver.
Yes.
And the of course it looks like there's some chemistry between Gesicki and Tua, almost like the Goddard Wentz thing. So but I will go but hold on now. Hold on, Mike Gesicki owners. I'm gonna jump over to Ethan. Ethan, Merry early Christmas, Durham Smythe owners. Why am I saying that?
Gesicki is out.
Yeah, it's almost like during Christmas morning, when your parents look at the tag and they're like, "Go, oh, here's your gift." And oh no, I read it wrong. It's to your brother. Yeah, that's what happened. But we'll see where it goes. I haven't heard any updates today, so which is good. Bad news travels fast. So much like what we heard about Debo, which Debo's not about what we heard about long term, but actually Connor, since you jumped ahead on the Kamara thing, I actually jumped ahead on this one, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. Merry early Christmas, Brandon Ayuk owners. Why is that, dude?
Debo.
Yeah, Debo Samuel's hurt. Yeah, I kind of leaked it a little bit, but yeah, there was actually he's gonna be out for the season. Yeah, so he's done. So yeah, if you have Ayuk, dude, you're not in a bad spot.
I have him in my ESPN league, so I'm really happy about that.
Who's he play next week? Do you know who plays next week?
Oh God, it's a good Dallas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You're looking good in that league, big time. All right, Ethan. Merry early Christmas, Tyron Johnson owners.
No idea. No idea.
Mike Williams hurt his back, dude.
Shit.
Yeah. Whenever Mike Williams went out, he got 7 targets, 6 receptions, 55 yards, and a touchdown. So
Nice.
yeah. So that seems to be the fill-in for Mike Williams. Connor, Merry early Christmas, James Robinson owners. Why am I saying that?
I don't know because there wasn't another running back on his roster. Did a wide receiver get
don't
injured?
Running back, I think it's the quarterback switch.
There you go, Ethan. There you go.
Oh, because
Yeah,
Minshew
yeah.
got put in, and when Minshew's there, they do better.
Florida man is back.
Yep. Yeah, he throws to Robinson. Yeah, where Glennon was just so there you go on that. And then Ethan, Merry Early Christmas Tim Patrick owners.
Did Jerry Jeudy get hurt?
No.
Hamilton?
Noah Fant.
Yeah, there you go. He went down with the sickness. Yeah, dude. So exactly. So so that was really good for Tim Patrick. He did really well. So so that is our Merry Early Christmas. So let's go ahead and just shoot on over to the Blast and Blanks, man. Go and talk about week 14. See who did well, who didn't, man. Ethan, the Doc, my brother. Why don't you start us off, man?
All right, so starting off with the quarterbacks. All right, decent week for quarterbacks, at least in. Let me pull up the scoring here that I have. At least in the Yahoo format, you had 8 quarterbacks scoring more than 20 points, which is a great week for quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers was number 1 on the week. Congrats, amigo. You have Aaron Rodgers, but also Tua. Tua was quite a blast himself. Had almost 30 points. It was 28 points in Yahoo scoring. Had a fantastic game. Derek Carr, even though they lost, had a fantastic game. Drew Lock came to play and had a fantastic game. Another quarterback that I believe all of us told you to start because of the weak secondary that they were facing. Mitchell Trubisky. Mm-hmm. Had a fantastic game. And then beyond those, the usual suspect, Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson is currently creeping his way up that list. Still got a half to go, and he's already scored almost 22 points. So this is one of those games that you drafted him for. And that's beyond that, I don't think anything is really mentionable. Everyone else kind of met their projection for the week. For the blanks, we've been telling y'all for weeks now to pivot off Newton. Hopefully y'all have taken our advice. He did not have a good game. Daniel Jones, terrible game. He ended up getting benched along with Cam Newton. Cam Newton got benched as well. Matt Ryan did not have that great of a game. And once again, if you watched us on Saturday, we told you, don't start him. Julio is out. Matt Ryan forgets how to play football when Julio is gone.
Yes.
So that was a stinker right there. Definitely a blank. And also, I don't know, no one was telling you to start Sam Darnold. Maybe you thought Sam Darnold would be a start because of the porous Seahawks secondary that loves to give up yardage to quarterbacks. Well, didn't work this time. Sam Darnold had a terrible game. And that's about
which is weird because it was going to get Seattle, like you said, dude, and you thought that you're going to do well.
And they've historically, like when you look at you've been burned streaming defenses against them all year, and until today.
I would say on the ones that I just wanted to ask you about, Justin Herbert. He got 16.72 and half point. Yeah, would you say that was a blank?
I mean, for me, if they come within, they come close to their projected thing. I mean, almost 17 points isn't going to lose you.
Okay. Yeah, I would see based on the criteria you're saying, I think Connor, you would agree, Kyler, blank.
Yeah,
right. But he scored 18 points, but still, blank. Yeah,
I have a hard because then you would say that about Deshaun Watson.
Yes, I would.
But I mean, that's just a difference of what they were projected to score 19 points and they score 16. I wouldn't call that a blank personally. But
see, this is where the semantics comes in, because for me personally, and I want to keep this brief because we do need to keep it moving. I didn't draft Kyler Murray to get to give me sub 30-point games in the playoffs, right? You know what I mean? You're expecting winning weeks when you need it most.
Mhm.
Players have averages,
That is very true.
and they're projected to hit their average.
That
And if
yeah,
they
yeah.
their average, then they're not blanking. So.
No,
I know
yeah,
what's
that's
happening.
true. Yeah, what I'm saying is I expect them to defy the average because of how
You
talented
view
they
them as a
are.
blank.
Yeah, if they don't do as good as I want them to.
No,
Of course.
both of you guys are right. Okay, but Ethan, you're going off just straight stats. All right, and then Connor and I are going off like you fucked me, Cookie.
Yeah.
That's what you got. Like Justin Herbert, you fucked me, man. Kyler Murray. Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, dude,
I'd be
come
much,
on.
much more angry if they didn't even score double digits.
Oh, dude,
True.
no. I felt the anger on. I mean, I was going against Connor, but I felt the anger for him, for Kyler, dude. So I'm right there with you. But
But this is the last thing I'll say about it. Has Kyler been doing that as of late?
Yes.
Okay.
boo. Okay, you know what, Connor? Yeah, you should do the next one, dude. Bring us some cheer, brother. Come on.
Running backs. We're on the running backs now, right?
Hey, yeah. Let's talk about the running back.
Well, I had some good running backs that I got to watch play on
Yes.
Sunday. You know, Akins, of course. We already talked about that on Thursday. He had a great day. Derrick
Yeah.
Henry. I
Hold on,
called
Akins?
it. Wait, what?
Or Akins or Akers?
Akins. No,
Okay.
Akers.
Yeah.
Yeah. What am I talking about? Akers. Derrick Henry. He had a great day. Derrick Henry owns the
Mhm.
Jaguars. Every time he faces them, he has to run for at least 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. It's like a rule he worked out with the owners or something. It's obvious.
Nice.
Eckler also had a great day. Awesome Eckler once again. And I'm proud to say these two names. The J Train. J Train, this was his best game of the season, man. He broke out. He's speaking of guys breaking out.
Connor.
Yeah.
Connor, 6 points away from less than what Derrick Henry made. That was
Yes.
Jonathan Taylor. 6 points less than that, dude. That's a hell, and he's a rookie. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying it all season. They need to give him the ball. They need to give him the rock.
Yep.
And they see what happens when they do it.
It's been a ride.
And then
been a ride.
speaking of
Yeah, but
guys
okay,
that break out, David Montgomery
Mhm.
broke his first run off for 80 yards and a touchdown. Dude had himself a day.
Oh yeah. Yes, sir.
To move on to the blanks for running backs.
Oh, Sanders. Would you say Sanders?
Oh,
Sanders?
yeah. Speaking of guys that broke off great runs, Sanders. That was an awesome run.
Mhm.
I remember the last time I saw an Eagles running back break off a run, it was freaking his name is avoiding me, but he was the guy that
It's good running back. You even avoid your name.
You know, well, that's
even the name jukes you.
you know who I'm talking about, right? He was
Sanders had a really long run earlier in the year against the 49ers. It was like a
yeah.
6-yard touchdown.
No.
Jay
he's-
Ajayi, that's who I'm thinking
Yeah,
of. I
yeah.
remember like a while ago I saw Jay Ajayi break off a run, but he was so slow he got tackled at the end of it. And I thought when I was watching Sanders, I was like, okay, Sanders, are you gonna get tackled like Ajayi or are you gonna break it off? And then like right when I thought that, he like put the Jets on, so that was cool.
You know, Connor, I was using the reference point on Ajayi from that guy that tried to screw Zach over. Was it last year or the year before last? Like
Yeah.
right whenever Jay Ajayi got hurt, he tried to trade him to Zach real quick before Zach
Mhm.
found out that he got hurt. Yeah. But continue, man. Sorry, dude. I didn't mean that.
No.
I wanted to interject about Taylor because I was really excited about that. Yeah, that was great to see for a rookie. That's really good.
Great to see moving into next year too for draft
Yep.
capital. J.K. Dobbins, Mostert, Damian Harris, Frank Gore, among the running backs that just did not do what you needed them to do for fantasy, and James Conner. I'll James Conner on there because he was probably
Yeah.
the one that people were counting on more than any of those
Yes.
other names. And he
Yes.
did
Even
not-
more than Zeke.
Yeah, he did not give you anything.
Right. Hey, if I told you there was a player, Connor, that had 24 rushes, 92 yards, 5 targets, 5 receptions, 30 yards, but no touchdown, is that a pretty good player?
Yeah.
Well, that's Gordon and Lindsey together. Yeah.
That shows you what they could be, right?
Well, they're Voltron. They're the
Yeah.
Lions right now. Okay, they haven't. If they formed together, they'd be an awesome robot. But they're just two
Yeah.
lions, right? Yeah. I just thought that was interesting. Yeah. Yeah, no, dude. I think you got it, dude. I think you got like all the ones that people would be depending on. I mean, if you're mad about Jamal Williams not getting you, come on, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, good. I'll take the reins on this horse real quick, man.
Yeah,
if you don't mind, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead and jump onto the wide receivers, man. Wide receiver blast. Let's go ahead and talk about that. The guy that helped me out, that came from behind, that made me experience for the first time what it feels like to be on the other side of having a guy that goes well and wins you the game. Stephon Diggs, man, 14 targets, 10 receptions, 130 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 rush, and 1 yard, man. I was really happy about him. How about the guy that Connor picked up, man? Mr. Quick on his feet. That dude, man's always moving, dude. It's like Fred Flintstone starting the cart.
Stay water.
Yeah. 7 TY, dude. 7 targets, 5 receptions, 86 yards, 2 touchdowns. Nice, man. Davante Adams did well. Of course, Tyreek Hill did well. Doc was talking a little bit about this. Allen Robinson, did well because he said Trubisky did well. So yeah, Allen Robinson, 13 targets, 9 receptions, 123 yards, touchdown. AJ Brown did well. Yeah,
he did.
But that was something that was different because Connor and I we were in agreement, talking about it was going to be just Derrick Henry and that's it. But no, AJ Brown got in there. Calvin Ridley, he came to play, so he did really, really well. And of course, Tyron Johnson, who I talked about, from the Chargers, 7 targets, 6 receptions, 55 yards, 1 touchdown. Anybody leave out on y'all's list, guys?
Did you hit on Hamler?
No, I didn't. Talk about it, man.
You went
He was
ham.
number 6 on the week. You mentioned Drew Lock had a fantastic game. KJ Hamler was definitely one of his favorite targets for the day. So
nice. All right. Anybody else, or did I get them all?
That's pretty much it, man.
Pokemon. All right. Okay, sweet.
It's also worth noting before moving on, Diggs is definitely looking like a league winner at the end of the season based off of his draft capital. So that's something to look forward moving into next year. If you feel uncomfortable, betting on later round guys, well, Diggs was a 7th round pick, and he's looking better than D-Hop right now.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's unfortunate, dude. Fortunate. Whenever I grew up in Pasadena, and anytime that the north wind or actually South Houston, so I was a little bit south of Pasadena. So when winter came, like it is now, it was always exciting, but you always knew when it did because it stunk. Because the smell from Pasadena would come into South Houston, and that's exactly what's doing right now. The wind's shifting, and we're going to the stinkers, man, to the blanks, brother, to the Pasadena side of winter, dude. Okay, it's stinky. Devontae Parker. I know I'm a jerk because he got hurt, but still, man, that was in the second quarter, and up until that point, he got 2 targets and no receptions. Just has no chemistry with Tua, and well, now he has no leg. Unfortunate. God forgive me for saying that. Robert Woods, huge disappointment. 8 targets, 5 receptions. We already talked about that, dude. Oh my God, what happened to this guy, Chase Claypool? I mean, he was looking like a league winner, man. I didn't even see him in on the goal line. I mean, that's what he did. He used to run it in, So that was disappointing. Tyler Lockett, surprise there because you might be depending on him. Adam Thielen, holy mackerel, dude. 4 targets, 3 receptions, 39 yards. He didn't do well. And of course, he didn't do well. Justin Jefferson didn't do well. He got the most, Jefferson got the most targets though, 8 targets, but they got the same amount of yards, 39 yards. Thielen, 39 yards, Jefferson. Not good, which way you look at it. CeeDee Lamb, but you're probably not expecting a lot from him. Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, and Antonio Brown, they did not do well at all. Then Alan Lazard, I wanted to bring him up because I said on the Shoots or Ceasefire that it was going to be an Alan Lazard game. It decidedly was not an Alan Lazard game. 3 targets, 2 receptions for 19 yards. And Deontay Johnson, 7 targets, 4 receptions for 40 yards. The only person who did well in that backfield who, Connor?
In what backfield?
Or the wide receivers, the wide receiver cores. Who was the only one that did well on the Pittsburgh Steelers, dude? Wide
Juju.
receivers. Yeah. Who would have thought? So that's all I got, guys. Any stinkers that I might have missed? Any blanks I might have missed?
It was another bad game for DJ Chark. So that was disappointing. Thankfully, I wasn't depending on him in any leagues. DJ Chark was a bad one. And
Oh, and
honestly, Terry
congrats.
McLaurin did not have that great of a game
He
either.
did not.
He did lose Alex Smith. I think you already touched on that, didn't you?
No, we did not.
He lost Alex Smith. So if you're a Terry McLaurin owner, monitor the quarterback situation in Washington, because if you have Dwayne Haskins, that is a downgrade.
Yeah, last I read, which I believe was last night, they said that it's going to be it's a mild strain and he should be back next week.
Good.
Alex Smith.
Good.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's also worth noting, in case you didn't mention it, that Deontay Johnson got benched for James Washington during the Steelers game.
No, good pull there, dude. Good pull. In
He had
fact,
6 drops, I want to say.
Tomlin said it. He said, if you
Yeah.
can't catch the ball, we'll bench you for someone who can.
Yeah, and that's I ironically enough, Big Ben is throwing to Juju, the only guy who has not dropped a ball all year. So maybe that's something that continues.
Interesting. The plot thins. All right, so who's gonna jump in the next one? Who's feeling it? Who's feeling it, guys?
I got tight ends, brother. I got tight ends.
I bet you do.
So, big surprise, Travis Kelce rounded out the number one tight end, 10 targets, 8 receptions, 136 yards, and a touchdown. Mike Gesicki, man, what could have been if Mike Gesicki would have stayed in? We could be talking about Mike Gesicki as the number one tight end for the week. Beyond Mike Gesicki, we got Irv Smith, who had a fantastic game. Kyle Rudolph out of the way, made way for the Irv train. T.J. Hawkinson, and then finally Robert Tonyan got into the end zone. Fantastic. Feel good about that. I told y'all to start him on Saturday, so I'm glad I didn't. I was like, please get a touchdown. I don't want anyone to have started him and then not get anything out of him.
So, Gene, what do you think about Tonka?
I love it.
Nice.
All right, so getting on to the blanks. Okay,
You
so
mentioned Hawkinson, right?
yes, Hawkinson, and then beyond that, Jared Cook, Darren Waller,
Graham, yeah.
mediocre games.
Logan Thomas.
Who?
Logan Thomas had a decent game.
Yeah, he did all right. It wasn't no Gesicki.
It wasn't no Gesicki. It wasn't.
No.
It wasn't. It was tight end too.
Did not have. I mean, if the scoring I'm looking at, if you got 7 points out of him, that is definitely not a blast.
Yeah, it's more of a blank, if anything.
Yeah,
Blasted your chances at winning.
blasting the groin.
Some notable blanks. Jonnu Smith continues to not really do all that well. If you were playing on one of the Texans tight ends, you were completely disappointed. Zach Ertz, definite blank.
My ball.
We didn't. How are we supposed to know that Hurts would figure out how to play quarterback and throw to his wide receivers and not have to throw to his tight ends?
Yeah.
I don't know. And beyond that, I don't know if you were really expecting much out of Drew Sample. Eric Ebron didn't do a lot for you either. And then Jordan Reed, not a good game. Nick Mullins just got completely made a fool out of by that Washington defense.
Ayuk had a good game. Yeah.
But he still got made a fool out of.
Yeah.
Watch the game.
How about Hayden Hurst?
He must be really low on that list.
Yeah. 3 targets, 1 reception for 7 yards.
That is not. Yeah, that could be a game loser for you right there.
Evan Ingram.
Yep. Yeah, I mentioned him at the start.
What about Hunter Henry? Would you say? I mean, he got 8 targets. I mean, but just 41 yards.
Yeah, I mean, mediocre. It's kind of like when you go for tight ends, you're going for a floor of 5 to 6 or 7 points.
Gotcha.
And then you're praying for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Essentially, with a tight end is what you're doing, and he just didn't get a touchdown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he's a touchdown or bust type of guy. Is that right?
Yep.
All right. Yeah. With it seems like weird that with Eckler coming on, that kind of disrupted that whole offense, right? The Chargers offense.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So you know what? I'll jump into the kickers, and we'll save the best for last. So the kickers. All right. So on the blast for the kickers. Okay. It's kind of the usual suspects that we talked about. Rodrigo Blankenship, he got 3 field
Rodrigo.
goals. Oh yeah, Goggles himself, dude. Three field goals, 5 point after attempts. Then of course Jason Myers, Seattle, he got 2 field goals, 4 point afters, and then Jason Sanders, my man, 2 field goals, 3 point afters. So those were all double digits. So anytime you get a double digit from your kicker, you kind of get excited about that. Onto the blanks. Even though Connor, I mean, I wouldn't say Koo was a blank, dude. He got you 6 points, but that's good. That's good, but it's not what you're used to. So from the feeling, it wasn't what you're expecting. But Will Lutz, dude, Will Lutz, man. He made 3 point afters, man. But
thank you.
Two field goals, yeah. And Doc, what's worse than 2 missed field goals? What's double worse than 2 missed field goals?
Losing by 3 points.
Twice as worse as missing 2 field goals. 2 times 2 equals
4.
Yeah, that was Dan Bailey. 4 missed field
goals. Ooh, oh, good.
yeah.
Oh, amen.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I got for it. Because kickers, I'm at like I was saying, like Koo, I'm at 6 points. But these are guys that just kind of left a turd on the field. So, Connor,
there's a couple blasts that we forgot to mention.
Oh, then have at it, dude. Have at it.
Greg Zerloin,
yeah,
fantastic game.
Yes.
Mike Nugent, whoever took over for Zane Gonzalez, finished at at least the list I'm looking at, number 1 for the week. 4 field goals made out of 4 attempted and 2 extra points. So that was a good game. If you were, for some reason, needed a field goal kicker, maybe you had Zane and he was out, so you stuck him on your IR and picked up Mike Nugent. Good on you. That was the 1 week it was good to have an Arizona kicker.
Merry early Christmas. Yeah, Mike Nugent.
Orders.
Yeah. Merry early Christmas to you and his dad, Ted. Yeah.
Already.
The Motor City Madman.
Moving on to are we doing the blanks or are we going to defenses now?
Dude, go for the D. I know you want that D. Go for it. Grab onto it.
Okay.
Rub it, dude. Stroke it. Stroke that D. Go for it.
You
man.
want me to get everything out of D that I can, right?
Go deep on it. Go deep on those D's.
You want me to milk it?
Go for it.
Family show.
This is a family show. It is very explicitly not made for kids, though. I click that every time I publish it. So we are fine. We will not be taken down. Let me show you the D, kids. So the Seahawks, I thought they were gonna do well. I should have started them, but I didn't. And they had a good game. And so that was a team I thought I was going to do good. Now, a team I really thought about taking a chance on, but they had screwed me previously, so I decided not to, was the Cowboys. And they had a great day against the Bengals, and I'm really mad that I didn't take – because if I would have started them, I could have won my game. But, there's the theory of, they screwed me once, shame on you. So I'm going into next year probably not keeping that theory. I'm going to be more water on Ds.
Write it down. Write it down, dude. Yes. Write it down. Yeah. You got to be more fluid. Put more. More lube on the D.
Yes.
Make it more fluid.
there it is.
Lube up that D, dude. All right, keep going.
Y'all are gross.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, dude? We're talking about defenses, man. What's wrong with you, dude? Doc. Golly.
Well, I think the only
Rams.
Oh yeah, I mean the Rams did pretty good. Like if you had the Rams, the Bears, they were good. They were good plays out there, but they're also
Arizona,
yeah,
Washington,
yeah.
So definite blast.
Kansas City did well. Buffalo, yeah. Good they did.
Let me see if I got one more.
Blanks.
Yeah, well,
the major blank
for blanks. Yeah, Packers blanked. They did.
Yeah, they packed it, dude. Yeah.
There's more.
Yeah. Let me. Oh, I got another one. Panthers blanked. They did.
Yeah, dude. How about that? That was my pivot.
Sucked their half.
There's like one of the number one defenses in the league that had a terrible game.
Are you talking about the Steelers?
No, worse than the Steelers.
Oh God.
Go for it, dude.
Yeah. If you're feeling it,
Saints were sitting in the negative for the greater part of yesterday.
Jeez.
It was an interception that just brought them into the positives. You got 2 points out of the Saints, which was supposed to be a smash play. Playing against the Eagles was like the thing to do, and it did not work out well.
Oh my gosh, dude. That is that's a good one there. Well, you were talking about the Texans, dude, and I think like their starting safety is out for the season now. So you notice that I'm not wearing my Texan gear anymore because Brandon Cooks got hurt. That guy got hurt. I'm like, I got to change it up, dude. I got to put the Broncos on because our Texans was getting hurt too much, dude. I mean, every time I cheer for somebody, they end up getting injured. So I might as well go put the bad juju on Denver and not Houston because it's not working well. Who else, Connor?
I mean, we already covered the Texans.
Yeah.
You know, there were a lot of it's always hard to find which defense is gonna do good and which one's gonna do bad.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. Yeah, dude. Like I pivoted from Green Bay onto Carolina because I was like, I was staring at your team and I was like, dude, I need to get as much points as I can. You know, your team was really, really scary, dude. So that's what I did. And I think if you looked at the timeline, it was probably about 2 a.m. or maybe midnight. I don't know. it was late at night after I had been contemplated for quite a while.
Ironically, you would have gotten either more points going with the Packers or the Steelers, which were your other defensive options.
That fact is not lost on me, sir. I understand that. I understand that. Thank you. Hey, Wound, here's salt. Why don't you guys get together?
Well, hey, at least you won. I lost, pal. I could have had a shot if I started Green Bay, and then if I started if I started Juju over Claypool. But there's no need to dwell on the negative. The positive thing is that I'm in another league. I still have a chance of winning, and I got Lamar Jackson off of waivers. I got McCaff coming back.
And I think we would all agree that at this moment of juncture, dude, you're winning in life, dude. You're doing really well, dude. So you got a lot more going for you than just fantasy football, big time.
Well, thanks, brother.
Yeah.
Well, all right, we ready to move on to
No, I'm still doing the love fest to Connor. What's wrong with you, man? What, you don't like Connor? Why do you hate Connor? Ethan, come on, talk about it. Why do you hate Connor?
I like being prompt.
Oh, you hate Connor.
On schedule. Like I was told to do for all of us.
Yes, he's just trying to check us. That's very good. So we're going into the shooter ceasefire for
he hates you, Connor. No,
Thursday.
Yeah, before we do that, I want to pick that brand of yours, dude. There's something extremely important. Like right now at this point,
there's something extremely important. You say,
Yes, extremely important. Yes, to me it is. Yeah, I think to our viewers it would be.
It's extremely important that we talk about the streams of the week for the waiver wire, right?
Yeah, we're talking about normally we start talking about what like dropped, who you're going to drop and then who you want to pick up. But this is different now. Now we're into the playoffs. There's really only one person on this team that has any real experience in the playoffs. That's you, Connor. Let's take a moment here and talk to you. Talk about the waivers, man. About what are you dropping for? What are you looking for when you're looking at the waiver wires? Are you looking to improve your team? Or are you not? Because at this point, is your team already good? Are you looking to pick up people like a defense against your opponents? You're looking for handcuffs, potential landmines.
Yeah.
What's the focus, dude?
Well, I think it's there's 5 things I want to go over. There's 5 players I want to go over, and they fall into some of those different categories. So first off, Logan Thomas. There's a lot of injuries happening in the tight end world right now. If you have Jonnu Smith, et cetera, there's a lot of guys getting injured. And you might be thinking, Dan Arnold, the tight end for the Cardinals, he's doing really good. I want to pick him up. But I think that Logan Thomas's target share is a lot more secured than Mr. Arnold's. So I would pick up Logan Thomas for Jonnu Smith, for example, or a player of that caliber who is not doing you well. Moving on, another player who is doing well, and I'm not going to lie, I've been historically against him all season, and I've brought arguments against him, but after looking at the numbers this year, I have to change my tune. It's Nelson Aguilar, guys. He looks like he might actually be emerging. Yeah, and he might be something for fantasy. So
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know.
That's a bombshell, dude. I
Yeah.
totally I straight up, dude. I've had several attempts to pick him up, and I was like, no. Connor's made. I know Connor. I mean, he's wise in this, and he said, Philadelphia drop him. Dude, seriously, I tried to I was like,
now
looking
that
for
I'm
a wide
saying
receiver.
this means he's gonna do bad next week, and Ruggs is gonna do great, of course.
I'm just saying, dude. I've been following that advice like the gospel, what you said. So that's quite a turnaround. Interesting. So yeah, you got to be Bamboo. You're right, big time. Yeah, nice.
You
nice,
have to,
nice.
yeah. And I was thinking about it. He was good back when Nick Foles was the quarterback for the Eagles. So that was my rationale. It was okay. Originally, before he was bad, he was good. So maybe he's gone full circle. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it moving.
Okay.
3. There's a lot of defenses out there right now. If the Chicago Bears, Cleveland Browns, or I'll throw another one in there, or the Green Bay Packers or Texans are out on waivers. Those are all decent teams with decent matchups. Texans play Cincinnati last week. The Browns play the Giants and the Jets to end the year. So there's some soft matchups in there. That's a good stream for defense. Moving right along, that's 3. 4. Right now, Akers is obviously available on some waivers, and if he happens to be in your waiver and you're wondering if he's going to pick up or not, dude, pick him up before someone else does. He could be a league winner, for real.
Okay.
Finally, for my last piece of information, if Lamar Jackson, I'm joking, Lamar Jackson isn't going to be on your waivers. He really shouldn't be. That was a funny one-time thing, but I'm gonna end it with another tight end. Doc already talked about him, Tanyan. Tonka the Honka, pick him up. He seems to have the favor of Aaron Jones' eyes anytime he enters the red zone. And personally, I'm rolling with him next week if Gesicki is injured.
Okay, so you basically you're saying that you should be focusing on just improving your team. Don't worry about defense against the other team. Don't worry about handcuffs. Don't worry about landmines. Just look on improving your own team. Is that correct?
Well, yeah. I mean, I always engage in defensive moves and stuff like that if my opponent has an injured person. But you have to ask yourself, for example, like, does me dropping this person help them out more than picking up the person? You don't want to fake the fake, so you have to weigh those things out and really see what you're doing. I would be comfortable dropping someone like Chase Claypool.
Yeah. Now, would you drop somebody like, let's say, like that's underperforming that could like kind of derail your other player, like let's say Josh Jacobs or DJ Shark? These guys are underperforming. Would you drop those guys to maybe get your opponent to maybe pick them up and drop something good?
Shark, yes. Jacobs, no. I'm not gonna bet against Jacobs to do bad, especially when he gets the Chargers next week.
Okay. But like Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, I would drop Melvin Gordon.
And that could be a potential landmine, right? Where people will drop something good to pick him up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So look to improve your team first. Then you look at, I'm trying to prioritize here what you're looking at when you're doing waiver wires at this point of the season. Improvement of your team. Does defense against your opponent, like see what your other team needs? Like if the other guy needs like a defense, do you try to pick up a second defense just to have it? Yeah. So defense gets the opponent, and then landmines, and then handcuffs, right? Okay, cool. All right. That's a really good. That's really good advice right there. Really good information. Thank you for sharing, sir. Yeah, we all benefit, dude. We all feel a little. I don't know, Ethan. I do. Do you feel smarter now after that segment? I do.
Yes.
All right. Well then, how about you do this, dude? Mr. Smart Academia. How about you start us off, dude? On the you do the shooter ceasefire. Let's start us off on Thursday, man. I'll tell you what the match is. I don't know if you know what it is, but I'll tell you what it is, and you pick whichever one you want. It's you know what, Connor? I'll tell you real quietly who they are, but you and your awesome voice, you say it, okay? It's the Chargers and the Raiders.
The Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders are meeting up to see who can be the second best in the AFC West.
Awesome. See, I can't do that. Go ahead. It's your show, Doc. Take it from there.
Oh, well, in this matchup, you know what? Got two really not great defenses. So I think you got a lot of good options. I'll take the Chargers. So I am definitely starting Justin Herbert. I think he's going to have a game. Got Austin Eckler in there. I would also be starting Keenan Allen. The Mike Williams was left the game. So was it Johnson was the guy who went off?
Johnson. Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I'm thinking Austin Powers. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Tyron Johnson. Yeah.
Yes, Tyron Johnson. I believe Hunter Henry came up as questionable.
So did Eckler.
Eckler.
Eckler's come up questionable right now. Dude, this is Monday practice. I don't think they're going to practice today.
Got it. Yeah. So
just monitor it, though. You're right.
Monitor the situation, but I'm starting Henry as well. And then I'll start the kicker, Badgley. And that's what I would do for the Chargers.
All right. And so you sit that D, huh?
Sit the running backs and sit the D. I think it's going to be a pretty high scoring game. I think there's going to be a lot of points going around, a lot of fantasy potential, but not on the defenses.
I gotcha. All right. Connor, you feeling Las Vegas?
So yeah.
I think we have somebody who's watching the show, man. Yeah. In the Seamus just dropped Alan Lazard and picked up
what
Houston's
I was looking
defense.
at.
Yeah.
Someone's
Connor, look at there's a microphone in your room, sir. You gotta search it out.
he's on a mind meld with me.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I would start Josh Jacobs, Aguilar, Waller.
Okay.
And that would be it. I'm not comfortable starting
Carr
or Ruggs. Just me personally.
Carlson?
No, but what I will say is if Jacobs is out, that actually makes me more that makes me comfortable enough in starting Ruggs because I think that they'll have to throw more. They won't be able to run as much without
All
Jacobs.
Right. Okay, yeah, I'm nervous about the running backs, man. I'll be honest with you for Vegas. Jacobs, I don't know if he's 100%. And we already saw that Booker, nah, dude, it ain't happening. His magic.
There.
Yeah, he dropped his lucky rabbit's foot on the field somewhere, and yeah, it ain't been the same since.
Yes, he did.
So, yeah, but who do you think's gonna win, Connor?
I think that Let me look because I have to see the spread because historically I don't think Las Vegas has won this year when they bet against themselves. I know we always talk about that, but it is a pretty big deal to me because I don't think they're gonna they're gonna play well if they don't think they're gonna play well. The line currently has them winning. Okay, so I'm actually going to. I'm gonna take the Raiders to win, but I'm taking it less than their line. The line has them winning by 3.5. I'm taking them to win by just 3.
Nice.
Just a field goal.
Nice. So they're gonna win. I mean, most people would say the Battle of L.A.
Yeah.
But or something like that. But yeah, are they still connected to Oakland? Is it still feelings over there, or did Oakland move on? What do you think?
I don't think the fans are gonna stop rooting for them anytime soon.
Oh, okay. So there's still love there. All right. So let's move on to the exciting first time of the season. 2 Saturday games. These games always used to get me excited because there was a time whenever I was really, really close to my cousin. And so on these things, when I think of Saturday games, I always think of barbecuing and dragging the old TV, not the flat screen, but the one that you see like in the Brady Bunch, out on the porch and watching the games, dude. So, Connor, do you have the game in front of you? Any of the games in front of you, so you can get your awesome voice on that? Or do you want me to whisper it to you again?
I have them in front of me. The Buffalo Bills. Wait. Oh. Can you hear me?
Alive?
I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
I have no idea.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yeah.
Sorry, my internet connection.
Yeah, you were just staring there like you got powered down or something.
Yeah, my internet connection wasn't doing too hot.
Yeah.
The Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos, as well as the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, your internet's going on.
Why don't you guys do it since my internet doesn't seem to be working? I'm trying my best, but I don't think it's all there.
I don't know. This is kind of fun, but yeah, let's do it. Okay, so Doc, let's go ahead. Okay, here you go, man. The Bills and the Broncos, man. That's a 3:30 game, dude. Who would you shoot on for the Buffalo?
Oh, for Buffalo, Josh Allen, for sure. Stephon Diggs, I'm going in on him. I know Beasles didn't have a great game, but I'm putting him right back in there. I mean, they were playing a tough defense. You know, it took someone like Diggs to step up against the Steelers, but I think Beasles could have a comeback game here. I'm a little more leery on the running backs. I think, Moss and Singletary.
Dingletary.
Kind of a shit stick right there. Maybe Moss, if you have to, if your back's against the wall, you're in a bad situation, and you had to pick between someone in the backfield, I'd shoot on Moss. But hopefully you're not in that situation, because I would cease fire on both of those guys.
I'm curious because I know where I'm at on this, but I just want to ask you, what about Tyler Bass, the kicker for Buffalo? But they're playing in Denver. What's your thoughts on that guy?
The Denver Broncos defense, I don't think is good enough to keep them out of the end zone. I think when they get into the red zone, I think they're gonna be coming out with touchdowns, and that's gonna really limit his value.
Okay, yeah. See, like that guy is somebody that I don't know. Well, again, another thing I was saying that was a wise saying from Connor, which is if the guy misses extra points, don't bet on him. And he missed an extra point last game, so I say don't bet on him. Yeah, so yeah, I'm right there too. I'll take Denver since I'm wearing the hat. I would go ahead and I would shoot on Tim Patrick. If Noah Fant is recovered from his sickness, I would shoot on him. And of course, because I like saying his name, Magnus, so Brandon McManus, so I would go ahead and shoot on him. I would definitely cease fire on the defense. And I would sit on the, I guess we should call him Voltron. I want to call it Voltron, which is Gordon and Lindsay, the two lions. I would go ahead and sit those guys. And then also, even though you supposedly supposed to run against the Buffalo Bills, I think one person could do well, not two. And then, of course, everybody else. So, yeah, so just Tim Patrick, Noah Fant, and Magnus. That's it. You guys agree, or what do you think? Awesome. Connor, you're back. Yes. Yeah, you're in real time now. So who do you think's gonna win between the bees, the battle of the bees?
The Bills all the way. All my money is on the Bills in this one.
Nice. Would you start the defense for the Bills?
Yes.
All right, nice. Even though what they did to the Panthers, but okay, I got you. Cool. All right. Moving on.
The Carolina Panthers.
Last game that we got to cover.
Can you guys hear me now? Yeah. The Carolina Panthers and the Green.
You are breaking up again there, buddy.
Son of a bitch. Why don't you guys get it?
We'll take it.
Yeah, we'll get it. You just sound so. You're a robot, dude.
The Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers are facing off, and in this one, I'm gonna say this in case my internet goes out when you ask me, Brian. I'm taking the Packers to win.
Okay, all right. You gotta pack that Green Bay. Gotcha. All right. Well, Doc, you choose. Which one do you want, man? Carolina or Green Bay? You choose. Which one do you want?
You know what? I'll take Green Bay. This is a bad defense. Carolina Panthers are not a great defense. So I say you start everyone you would normally start. You're going to be starting. Yeah, I know. I just saw it too. Starting Aaron Rodgers for sure. Starting Devontae Adams. I'm starting Robert Tonyan. I'm starting. You know what? I think you could even. It's a gamble between MVS and Lazard. It's a dart throw and the flex. But you know what? Either of those guys can go off. If I had to pick, we said it was going to be a Lazard game last week. Well, let's go for it this week.
Hey!
This is going to be Lazard, not MVS.
Right.
You know what? And you're starting Jones. It's just been a frustrating situation with Jones. Like it's all over the place. I'm not going to start Green Bay's defense because the Panthers put up points, man. I mean, Bridgewater's back. McCaffrey could be back in, and you know how bad the Packers are against the run. So if McCaffrey's back, it could be a rough week, and they could give the Packers a run for their money. So I'm sitting the D. And you know what? I know Connor hates him, but I would start Crosby. He had a decent game last week, and he's kind of like one of those old standards. He's not going to give you double-digit weeks, but he'll give you somewhere between 5 and 10 points.
What about Jamal?
Jamal Williams is tempting, man. It's kind of like betting between MVS and Lazard. Who's going to get it when you're looking at Jones and Jamal Williams? Because the way it seems to run is that Jones gets one series, Jamal gets the next, right? Yeah. And which one is the one? And when they get into the end zone, Rodgers loves to throw it. That's what they do in the end zone. They don't hand the ball off to the running backs in the end zone. So you're starting him. If you got Jones, you're going to start him. If you got Jamal Williams, definitely a flex option.
Connor, you with us?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to try to take on Carolina and see if your connection holds?
Yeah, I would start Curtis Samuel and Robbie Anderson. Those would be my two fail-safe starts, and then of course
Sly?
McCaff. And Sly. Yeah, so those four. Not the D.
If no CMC, do you start Mike Davis?
Yes. If no CMC, start Mike D.
Hey, see, Dolomite. Yeah. So and DJ Moore. I don't know if he's back from the COVID thing yet, but no. Yeah. Okay. So and you said the Packers, right?
Yes. They
All right. Anything? What about Bridgewater?
No.
Okay, cool.
I think the only thing that can make Bridgewater worth starting is if CMC's back, because a dump off to CMC that he takes 30 yards to the house, that's going to Bridgewater too.
It's very true.
All right. So I think that do you have guys? Did we miss out anything on those shooter ceasefires?
Nope.
All right. Okay, so let's land this plane, man. All right. So that was our week 14 wrap up, or blast our blanks. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. We record this on Monday night, so you'll have it Tuesday morning. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday. And also make sure to like and subscribe so you can make sure and get the next episode, which will be on Saturday, where we'll be talking about the shoot or ceasefires for Sunday and for Monday. And so we'd like to, of course, thank our supporters of our show. Ethan, you want to take that, man?
Yeah. So just again, a big thanks to High Volume Music Radio. Those of you who listen to us on there, we appreciate it. The great programming, and those of you who don't, download the app, listen online, highvolumemusicradio.com. Check out all the great music local to the Houston area, the pride of Sunnyside. Make sure and get on there.
Yeah. So it's time for the parting shots. Connor, why don't you lead us off big time?
Stay water, guys. Stay water. You're almost there at the end of the season. Don't quit now. Don't go crazy, all right?
Be bamboo.
All
right, Ethan.
Yeah. So if you're not in the playoffs, if you had a bye week, I hope you didn't waste it. Now is when you make moves. Now is when you watch. You try and get everything set and ready. Kind of late for that advice because your bye week is over as of tonight, but hopefully you were already doing that, and just make sure you get on there tonight. See what moves you can make.
Yeah, man. Yeah, right there, dude. And of course, play to the end. If you're if you're not in the championship bracket, but if you can play a game, that's my parting shot, man. Keep playing, keep hope alive. It's a lot of fun. It'll be over before you know it. Enjoy football while you can. Yeah. So on behalf of Ethan, the Doc Marshall, Connor, the Gut Marshall, and me, your humble MC, Brian the Amigo Baldwin, we want to thank you guys for watching, and gals for watching. And we hope the best for your teams and the worst for your enemies. And, Connor, I'm going to give you another shot. Help me out here, dude. I'm going to give it to you, dude. Let's see if you can help me out. All right. Help me out with the last slide. So remember, everybody, in fantasy football as in life, Connor.
Don't dream it, be it.
Yeah, got it.
Robot too.
Exact dream it. That's awesome. Enjoy your week, guys. See you on Saturday.
Have a great one, guys.